Alright. So there are two types of equations, arithmetic and geometric. So in arithmetic progressions, the formula for finding an unknown term is Tn equals a plus n minus 1 d. So a is the first term, n means the number of the term, and d is the common difference. Similarly, there's a formula in geometric progressions, Tn equals ar to the power n minus 1. So this is it. And then to find the sum, there are two formulas in arithmetic progressions. Sm equals n over 2 a plus l. So what is l here? What is l? L is the last term. Yes. L is the last term. Exactly. Right. So if we don't know the last term, if the last term is not given, if it is unknown, we can use this Sn equals n over 2 2a plus n minus 1. And then for geometric progression, there's only one formula for the sum. Sn equals a r to the power n minus 1 over r minus 1. If r is greater than 1, we can use this. If r is less than 1, we can flip these terms. A 1 minus r to the power n over 1 minus r. So all these we did in the first session, very first session. So if you need the recording, just let me know through WhatsApp. Right? And the recordings are posted in the group as well. Right? So are we good to go? Shall we move on to the questions? Yeah. All right. Let's move on. See. 2021 models. 2021 models, the very last paper, the latest paper. 2021. Let's read the question. I hope everybody has the paper, right? All of you have the paper in your hands, right? In your hands or in your mobiles, anyhow. You guys got the question, right? Yes, okay. Let's see. As shown in the figure, a tap, there's a tap, and 18 flowering bushes. So they have drawn only few. I'll draw 3 of them. So the distance from the tap to the first flowering bush is 5. The distance is 5. And the distance between every consecutive flowering bush is 2 meters. Right? So let me know whether this lies in an arithmetic progression or a geometric progression. Is this arithmetic or geometry? It's arithmetic, exactly. Arithmetic progression, right? So they are asking the first Roman number. They are asking write separately the distance from the first, second, and third flowering bushes, like from the tap, right? From the tap to the first, second, and third flowering bushes. To the first flowering bush, the distance is 5 meters, and to the second, what is it? What's the distance to the second one from the tap? Yes, it's 7, and to the third one, it's 9. Now you can clearly see that this lies in an arithmetic progression. Now quickly let me know the first term and the common difference of this arithmetic progression. The first term and the common difference. So the first term is 5 and the common difference is plus 2. Right? Yeah, first term is 5 and the common difference is plus 2, exactly. Good. So in any question, like try to find these. Try to find these and note them down. They'll be needed throughout the question. Let's see. How far is the 8th flowering bush? Now we know this is an arithmetic progression question and they are asking for the distance from the tap to the 8th bush, which formula are we going to use? Which one? There's an answer. Very good. Yeah, the first one. So we need to find T8, right? We need to find T8. I'm going to erase this. We need to find T8. So T8 is A is 5 plus N minus 1 is 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1 is 7. And into D is 2. So we can do 5 plus 7 plus 2 is 7 into 2 is 14. So it's 19 meters. Is this clear? Yeah. That's clear. All right. Let's move on. So they are asking now, in the third Roman number, they are asking which flowering bush is 37 meters away from the tap. There's an answer for that also. Very good. So they are asking which flowering bush is 37 meters away. So we are going to use the same formula, but we do not know n here. We do not know n. In the Roman number 3, we have to find n. We know Tn. Tn is 37. 37 meters away. So the answer is 37. We know the answer. 37 equals A plus, we do not know n. N minus 1 into D. Is this clear? Good. Yeah, you guys are sending answers. Good. That's great. This expression is clear for everyone, right? This equation. Right. So let's simplify and find it. I'm gonna do this. I'll expand this. 37 equals 5 plus. Let's expand 2 gets distributed. 2n minus 2. So this is 37 equals, what is 5 minus 2? 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2. So we can easily remove the 3. 37 minus 3 is 2n. So 2n is 34. We get n to be 17. So the 17th bush, right? The 17th bush is, yeah, the 17th bush is 37 meters away. I'll repeat this. Like, you need to understand this, right? You got the same answer. That's great. How to make this equation? It's simple. Now we are dealing with taps and bushes, like we are dealing with distances. So this is the first bush, the second bush. So this is n equals 1. The first bush means n equals 1. The second bush means n equals 2. Similarly, in the third question, in the Roman number 3, they are giving the distance. They are giving the answer and they are asking which bush. So n equals, n is the unknown. So we can't use the sum formulas. We only know this formula. We know A, we know D. We do not know n. So we have to find n. But we know Tn. Tn is the answer. Tn is 37 here. In the Roman number 3, 37 meters is the answer. So they have given 37. So I can easily use the Tn formula, making n unknown and finding n. Is that clear? Is this derivation clear? Like, how did I get the equation? Is it clear now? Okay, good. So let's move on. Now there's a long story, right? So I'll make it short for you. Like, you guys can take your time and read. That's perfectly all right. A equals 5. I'll give you 1 minute. Just read it and let me know if you understood. If you understood the thing. Yeah, you will. Okay, it's okay if you didn't understand. I'll explain. So they say, PUB fills a bucket of water from the tap. Like, here's the tap. Here's the tap. We know there are bushes. There are 18 bushes. There are 18 bushes. They have said in the question, 18 bush. This is the 18th bush. This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. So she fills water. She fills water from here, and she moves, like she goes to the first step and waters it. So she's moved 5 meters, ne? She's moved 5 meters. And then she comes back. She's moved another 5. Right? And she takes water again, fills the bucket, and goes to the second tap. Now she's moved 7 meters. She's moved 7 meters. And she returns back. She's moved another 7. Is this process understood? Is this understood? Yeah. So she repeats this until the 18th step. Poor Puri. She repeats this until the 18th step. She fills water, she waters the plant and comes back. The same thing. Correct? So they are asking for the total distance traveled by Puri. Correct? This lies in an arithmetic progression. She goes 5 first and 7 and then 9 and then 11 like this. So we have to find the total. What's the formula for finding the total? We do not know the last term, like we do not know the distance through the 18th bush. So we can't use 2. So we'll definitely have to use the third one. Is it clear? The third one, yeah. The SN and this one, not this. We do not know the last term. Right? That's clear, right? Good. So that's not only one SN, like she goes and comes back. So we have to take the sum and multiply it by 2. Is this clear? She does this twice. She does everything twice. So we have to take the sum and multiply it by 2. Got it? Everybody? Yes. Nice. So you guys understood this. Now let's find the answer. We have to take the sum. There are 18 bushes. So n is 18. S18 done only. We'll take S18 and multiply it by 2 and check the answer. S18 n over 2. N over 2 is 18 over 2 into 2a. So here a is 5. What is 2a? 2a is 10. A is 5. 2a is 10. Plus n minus 1. Now n is 18. 18 minus 1 is 17. Into d. D is 2. Other substitutions, are those clear? Substitutions are okay, right? Now, let's simplify. S18, it's 18 over 2 is 9. 9 times 10 plus 17 into 2 is 34. 34. So 9 times 44. What's 9 times 44? 396. No, this isn't the answer. Like this is Sn. We have to multiply Sn by which number? We have to multiply the answer by 2. Ne? She repeats it. She repeats it. So we have to multiply the answer by 2. This is S18. But the answer we need is this 396 times 2. You can write as she repeats the process. We are multiplying it by 2. So we'll end up with 792 meters. 792 exactly. So question they ask us to show that the distance she traveled is greater than 790. So we have shown that 792 is greater than 790. So therefore, yes, she has traveled more than 790 meters. Is this clear? Understood. Good. So when comparing the former years, previous years, this question is pretty easy. Like we just have to understand the Roman number 4. Otherwise, the question is very easy. All right. So let's move on to the next question. Just let's do 2020. 2020 or 2020 O levels. Let's read the question. Sorry. A flower bed consists of 50 rows. Now in this question, don't worry about the colors, right? Red and white, like we'll have to think about the colors at the end. Right? Let's see. A flower bed consists of 50 rows. So there are 50 rows. 50 terms are there. Is that understood? 50 rows, 50 terms. And they say there are red flowering shrubs at both ends of each row. In each row, the start is a red flowering shrub and the finishing, the end is also a red flowering shrub. Is that understood? Is this understood? At both ends, they have red flowering shrubs. And then, that's good. And then they say, and between every two consecutive red flowering shrubs, there is one white. So it's like red, white, like this. It goes like red, white, and ends with red, and also starts with red. Clear name. Okay. And they say there are 13 flowering shrubs in the first row. We'll just have an idea of the first row. There are 13. There have to be 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Right? Now, did you get an idea of the question about the question? It's about flowering shrubs. Okay. This is the case. Red at two ends and white in between. The first row has 13. And then they'll say, and each row thereafter has one red flowering shrub and one white flowering shrub in extra. So let me know how many flowering shrubs are there in the second row. In the first, there are 13. In the second, they add one white and one red. So how many? 15. Good. Yes. 15. And the third one? Exactly. Third one, 17. So what kind of a progression is this? This is also an arithmetic progression, exactly. So this is also an arithmetic progression. Let me know the first term and the common difference. The first term and the common difference. Yes, first term is 30. The difference is plus 2. Good. So if you follow these steps, any arithmetic progression question will be easier, right? It will be easier to solve. Note down these stuff at the beginning. Read the question, take time, read it carefully, read it twice, read it thrice until you understand, and then note down the data. Correct? Don't just take your pen and jump into the question. That's not effective. Let's move on. Now read the Roman numbers. They are asking, write the number of flowering shrubs. They are in the first, second, and third rows. Like you guys have sent the answers. The first row, that's 13, 15, and 17. Is Roman number 1 understood? Yes. So let's move on to the Roman number 2. Which formula do we have to use? Read the question and let me know. Which formula? First, second, or third? First. Yeah, they're asking for the number of flowering shrub in a particular row. So that's Tn. Let's use Tn. Here n is 28. They're asking about the 28th row. So n is 28. N is 28. Let's do Tn. T28 is equal to A. A is 13 here. A plus n minus 1. 28 minus 1 is 27 into D. D is 2. So let's simplify. 13 plus 54, it's 67 flowering shrubs. Is this understood? Good. Yes. Happy to see your answers like before I do. You are saying that's great, huh? Right. Good. Now, Roman number 2 is done. And Roman number 3, in my PDF, that question is wrong. Just cut it off. There's no such question, right? That's a typing mistake. Roman number 3 is wrong in my PDF. Cut it off. Yeah, cut it off. My bad. Sorry. Now they are asking in the Roman number 4, how many rows are there with less than 90 flowering shrubs? Can you remember at the first day we did an arithmetic progression question? Someone called Sunita was there in the question. Sunita was jogging and they said Sunita exceeds 221 minutes at some point. Can you remember that question? Can anyone of you remember? Yeah. So in that question, Sunita exceeds, like Tn is greater than this thing. But here, less than 90. Here Tn is less than 90. Is it clear? So this is also an inequality, not an equal sign, not an equation. This must be an inequality. Like Tn, a plus n minus 1d must be less than 90. Is this understood? Similar to that question. Okay. Good. Now we know A, we know D, so we must find n here. Let's substitute. A is 13, n minus 1 is unknown, D is 2, is less than 90. Let's expand this. Distribute the n to n minus 2, right? Less than 90. 13 minus 2 is 11, 11 plus 2n, less than 90. So 2n is 90 minus 11, right? We take 11 to that side. 2n is less than 79. So which makes n less than 39.5. If we divide 79, it's 39.5. Exactly, 39 rows. So n must be a number, n must be an integer less than 39.5. What's the immediate integer less than 39.5? What is it? Is it 40? Can we round this off to 40? No. What is it? N must be less than this thing. So n is 39. So the 39th row, like 39 rows, have flowering shrubs less than 90. Is this clear? 39 rows have flowering shrubs less than 90. Good. Good. So, and then they're asking something. Find the total number. Which formula? We definitely know it's not the first one. Is it second or third? Find the total number of flowering shrubs. Is it the second one or the third one? Yes, it is the third one. Why is it? Like we know there's 50 rows, but we do not know the last term. Like we don't know how many flowering shrubs are there in the last row. In the 50th row, we do not know that. Correct? So which formula do we have to use? It's third one. Eh? Is that clear? Shall we use it? Let's do it. So we are going to use the third formula, and we know there are 50 rows. So n is 50, a is 13, and d is 2. So let's do S50 is equal to 50 over 2 into. Now a is 13. What is 2a? 2a is 26 plus n minus 1. N is 50. So 50 minus 1 is 49 into d. D is 2. See, I'll just simplify this. 50 divided by 2 is 25. Here it's 26 plus 98. Ne? So 25 is 26 plus 98 is 14. It's 124. 25 times 124. What's 25 times 124? 3100. This is the answer. Is this clear? Simplifications are up to you. Right? Like the idea, we just need to get the idea. Is it clear? There are 3,100 shrubs in total. That's clear. Hurry. you guys attempt the last thing, like they are asking how many more red shrubs are there than the white. Like how many more red flowering shrubs are there than white flowering shrubs. Just give it a try. I'll give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes is like more than enough. You'll just have to get the idea and you will just see the answer. You'll have to do nothing. Okay? 41. No. Try again. Try the last part. They are asking how many red shrubs are there more than the white shrubs? Like the gap between number of red and white shrubs. You don't have to use any formulas or anything. You are closer, but that's not the answer. They are asking for the extra red shrub. Has anyone got an answer? No. Anyone? It's pretty easy. Let's see. That's easy. See, like you don't have to use like advanced mathematics. Just use the simple counting stuff. See, in the first row, how many reds are there? Let me know. How many red shrubs are there in the first row? Yeah, Akash, your answer is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 reds. And how many whites? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 whites. 7 reds and 6 whites. In the first row. Correct? In the second row, there will be an extra white and extra red. So there will be 8 reds and 7 whites. Is this understood? In the first row, there are 7 red flowers, red shrubs, and 6 white. In the next one, it's 8 red and 7 white. Yeah. So in every row, an extra red is there. See, extra red. 6 plus 1 is 7. Here 7 plus 1 is 8. So in every row, there's 1 extra. And how many rows are there? 50 rows. So we'll multiply the 1 by 50. So 50 extra red flowering shrubs. Is this clear? Like there's no formula for this. Yeah, it's so easy. You just have to see this. So many people have not done this part in this year. Like you can check the marking scheme and you can see the percentage of people who has attempted this. Like, right? The answer is 50. The answer is 50. Right? Good. So that's also done, I guess. 2020 is over. Yeah. So the next question, I haven't mentioned the year. It must be 2018. It's 2018 O levels. Let's go. 2018. 2018 model. See, a decoration consists of several circles of small bulbs. Like, no matter if it's a circle, it's a hexagon, no matter, you just have to find the progression here. So, in the first circle, there are 5 bulbs. And in the second circle, there are 9 and 13 in the third. So again, what progression is this? And let me know the first term and common difference. This is arithmetic. And the first term is the first term and the common difference. Yeah, first term is 5. The common difference is 4. Now, they are asking how many bulbs are there in the 10th circle. Yes, your answer is correct. That's 41, right? How many bulbs are there in the 10th circle? So you definitely have to use Tn. N is 10 here in the 10th circle. So we'll try T10. T10 is A. What is A? A is 5 plus n minus 1 is 10 minus 1. So 10 minus 1 is 9 into D. D is 4. The common difference is 4. So it's 5 plus 9 times 4 is 36. 41 bulbs. Is this clear? Exactly, 41. Now, in the next question, they are asking if the total number of bulbs is Sn, and we have to show something like we have to show Sn is equal to this. We know Sn. We know Sn. What's the formula for Sn? Sn is n over 2. We don't know the last term, so we'll have to use this 2a plus n minus 1 d. Now here we know a and d. We know a and d. So we'll just have to simplify this. Let's try simplifying. See, Sn, we do not know n over 2. Like answer ke n there's n in the answer. So we'll definitely have to keep n as it is, and we'll have to substitute a and d. That's clear. Because so 2a, a is 5 and 2a is 10, n minus 1 is unknown, and then d is 4. Let's simplify. N over 2, 10 plus, distribute the 4, 4n minus 4. So it's n over 2, 10 minus 4 is 6. 4n, 10 minus 4 is 6 plus 6. 4n plus 6. Now, see, in the answer, there is no denominator. Like, there is no 2 in the answer. Like, n over 2 is not there, just n. So, we'll have to cancel these 2. In order to cancel these 2, we can factor out 2 from here. See, factorization. We'll take out 2. So, if you take out 2, that becomes 2n plus 3. Now, you can see the answer, right? 2 gets cancelled, and it's n into 2n plus 3. Is this clear? Minus 1. Like the minus 1 became minus 4. 4 gets distributed to both. So 4 times n is 4n. 4 times minus 1 is minus 4. Is this clear? Like the derivation? So there's a big plus in this question. Alright? If you couldn't do the Roman number 2, you can still do Roman number 3. Like if you couldn't do this, it's perfectly alright. You can skip this and do Roman number 3 because they have given you the answer for the Roman number 2. They have given you. Good. Now let's move. Now don't use this formula for the sum. It's easier if you use this. Alright? They have given a simplified version for this question. So for the sum, you can use this hereafter. Only for this question. Only for this question, you can use this for the sum. No matter if you use this, you will get the answer. But it will be a lengthy process. If you use this, you will get the answer quickly. Let's see. We'll have to use this. See, in Roman number 3, they are asking if the decoration consists of 40 circles. How many circles? 40. Now n is 40, right? They are asking for the total number. Asking for the total number of bulbs. Which formula we are going to use? It's easier if we use the formula we just derived, this one. You can use this. You use this and try. It will take a bit longer than this. This is easy. So number of circles is 40. N is 40. Let's substitute n here. S40. is 40 into 2 times 40 plus 3. 40 into, this is 80, 2 times 40 is 80, 80 plus 3 is 83. So what will be the answer? This must be the answer. 320 bulbs. Is it clear? Like you can use this, no problem at all. You can use this. You know N, you know A and D. So you can use this, but this is easier. That's why they are giving this. Is that clear? Good. Now, the Roman number 4. Listen to this carefully. Right? Roman number 4. Let's see Roman number 4. We know there are 40 circles. Sorry, is there 40 circles? Yes, we know there are 40 circles. And we know we found the number of bulbs in the 10th circle. How many bulbs were there in the 10th circle? How many bulbs were there? We found it in Roman number 1. How many bulbs? Forty-one, exactly. There were 41 bulbs. So we'll need this to do this question. Let's see. They say a new story. Try reading this and try to understand. Let me know if you understood. Take a minute or two, read that, read Roman number 4 and try to understand. Let me know once you're done. No idea. It's hard. Let's see. What about the others? Okay. So I'll start explaining them. Let's see. See the question. See, among the circles, starting from the 10th circle. Now consider this a progression. So we know there's 41 bulbs in the 10th circle. This is the 10th circle. This is the 10th circle. And they say, starting from the 10th circle, every circle which counts as a multiple of 5. So 10th circle, there's 11th, there's the 12th, there's the 13th one, there's the 14th one, and there's the 15th one. So every circle which counts as a multiple of 5, which means this is a multiple of 5, 10 is a multiple of 5, and then 15. Likewise, in all those rows, there are what? There are yellow bulbs. Here's yellow, and here's yellow. While all the other bulbs are red. This is red, red, and red. So what are they trying to say is, the 10th circle has yellow bulbs, and the 15th circle has yellow bulbs, and then the 20th has yellow bulbs. Likewise, do you get it? 10th circle has yellow bulbs, 15th has yellow, 25th, 20th, 25th, likewise up to 40. Is that understood? Good. So let me know how many circles have yellow bulbs. Yeah, I received an answer for the 4th question. Rojita, yes, that's correct. Very good. So how many circles has yellow bulb? Let me know. We have 40 circles, right? Just count. How many? Is it 8? Let's see. 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, 30th, 35th and 40th. It's 7, right? 7, exactly. So this is a new progression now. We are considering only the yellow bulbs. So the first term is 41. Now this is a new progression, not this. Right? This is for all the bulbs. Now we are considering only yellow bulbs. The first term is 41. 41 bulbs. And the number of terms is 7. There are 7 circles like this, yellow bulbs. And what's the common difference? See? Exactly. What's the common difference? Chilni's answer is also correct. The common difference is here's 4. In the normal circles, there's 4 by 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. Now the common difference is 20. Like this has yellow bulbs, and after 20 bulbs, there's another set of yellow bulbs. Do you understand the common difference is 20 now? Only for the yellow bulbs. We are considering only yellow bulbs. Yes. So the common difference is 20. Are these three clear? Let me know. How did we get 20? See, at first we know the common difference is 4 for all bulbs. Like no matter regardless of the color, the bulbs are increasing 4 by 4. Right? But yellow bulbs are there in 5 by 5 intervals, like 10, 15, 25. So we need to pass 5 circles. When passing 5 circles, we cross how many bulbs? 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 bulbs. So the common difference from a yellow row to another yellow circle is 20. Is it clear? Is it clear how we got 20? Good. So the common difference for yellow bulbs is 20. The first term is 40. It starts with 41 bulbs. So it's 40, 41. And the number of yellow bulbs, like the number of rows, is 7. There are 7 rows. Does anyone need a repetition? You want me to repeat again? Or are we good to go? Okay, I'll repeat. Yes. See, now forget the first question. Like at first, we were talking about bulbs, just bulbs. 41 and then plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, likewise. The normal circles, right? Only the bulbs, regardless of the color. Is that understood? Like the first part we did. And now they say, starting from the 10th circle, the 10th circle has yellow bulbs, and again the 15th circle has yellow bulbs. Now forget about bulbs, like forget about the red bulbs, and consider only the yellow bulbs. See, the 10th row has yellow bulbs, and the 15th has yellow bulbs. So here's 41 bulbs, correct? Now how many bulbs are in here? It increases by 4 by 4. Give me a minute. 41, 45, 49, 53, 57, and then 61. Is this clear? Like they increase by 4 by 4. Now, is this clear? Now, see the difference between yellow bulbs. First row has 41 and the second row has 61. What's the common difference? 61 minus 41 is 20. The common difference is 20. Now is it clear? Now it must be clear. Good. Right, let's move on. So this is our new progression using yellow bulbs. So in the question they are asking us, what are they asking us? They are asking us to find the number of red bulbs. Now we know the total number of bulbs. There's a total of 320 bulbs. We found it total. If we find the total of yellow bulbs and subtract it from here, we are left with red bulbs neither. Is it clear? So we are going to do that. we are going to find the total of yellow bulbs. So the total is found by Sn. Sn, n is 7, so S7 is 7 over 2, n over 2. 2a, a is 41, so 2a is 82 plus n minus 1, n is 7, 7 minus 1 is 6 into d, 20. So 7 over 2, we can't simplify this yet. Let's see, 82 plus 120. So this is 72 into 202. If we simplify this, it becomes 101. So the number of yellow bulbs becomes 707 yellow bulbs. Yellow. 707 yellow bulbs. This is clear. Now I'm going to subtract this to find the number of red bulbs. So this is the total, red plus yellow. I'm going to subtract the yellow bulbs and I'm going to end up with only the red bulbs. I'll subtract 707. So I'm left with 3, 1, 6, 2, 2613. Is it the answer? Yes. 2613 red bulbs. Is it clear? Good. Okay. So there's one more arithmetic progressions, and then we'll do a simultaneous question and then get an interval. This session is going to end up sooner than the former ones. Like we are discussing questions. Let's see. So let me know if you guys have the 2017 question. Like in the first tute, I had included that 2017 arithmetic progression. You guys have that, right? Yeah. So let's try that. Two 2017. Let me see. 2017 whatever. So let's read. A vertical wall is constructed on a horizontal ground by using identical bricks. So it's about a wall. The first row has 106 bricks. So the first row has 106 bricks. And they say the number of bricks in each row above the first row is 3 less. Like this is 106, the first row, and the second row is 3 less than that, 103. This is T2. So what kind of a progression is this? AP, yes, it's arithmetic progression. So 106, 103, 100 like this. So let me know the first term and common difference real quick. First term and the common difference. Yes. First term is 106 and the common difference is exactly. The common difference is -3, -3. A negative difference. Like the number of bricks are decreasing. So it's a negative answer. Common difference is negative here. Right. And they say the last row consists only one brick. So they have given the last term. Now we can use this for sums. They have given the last term. The last row has one brick. So this ends with 1. This progression ends with 1. That's clear. Right. Now let's see. Find how many rows of bricks this wall consists of. Now, how to do that? Which formula we have to use? They are asking for the number of rows. First one, Tn. Yes, Tn. So if we use Tn for this, the last row, we can easily find the answer. Ne? The last row, like this is the first row, second row, third row, and this must be something like the 50th or something. So we have to find the number. Which row is this? So we are going to apply Tn. This is the answer. 1 is the answer. We do not know n. We are going to find n. We are going to find out n. Let's apply. Tn is 1. 1 is the answer. A is 106 plus n minus 1 we do not know, and the common difference is minus 3. Minus 3. Yeah, good. So we are going to simplify this. 1 equals 106. Multiply both terms by minus 3. Minus 3 gets distributed. So it becomes minus 3n. Minus into minus is plus 3. See? Now simplify. 1 is here. It's 109 minus 3n. So I'm going to take 3n here to make this positive, and I'm going to take this 1 to this side. So 3n is 109 minus 1. We get 3n equals 108. Divide this and you'll get 36. 36 rows are there. 36 rows. Is this clear? So this is the 36th row. Is it clear? Yes. Good. That's the 36th row. And they are asking for the total number of bricks in the second question. Let me know which formula we are going to use for the total number of bricks. 1, 2, or 3. The second one. Yeah. Why the second one? Because they have given us the last term. The last term is 1. The last term is known now. So we don't have to use the third one. It's going to be lengthy. You can use the second one. Let's do that. The second one, so we know exactly L is known. So we know the number n is 36. There are 36. Sorry, we are going to use Sn. S36 is 36 over 2 into the first term is 106, and the second term is and the last term is 1. Just simplify. 36 over 2 is 18 into 107. Let's multiply 18 by 107 and you will end up with, do this, into 107. One nine one two. Sorry, did I miss that? Wait. 56. Sorry. One nine two six. It's 1926. Is this understood? So they have 1926 bricks in total. Is it clear? Yes. So we are done with progressions. Is it clear for everyone? Good. So we are done with progressions. We'll take a small break and go to simultaneous, or we'll do one simultaneous question and then go for break. How about it? This is 2017, yes. Yeah. Let's go for a break and then start simultaneously. That's better. Let's do that. So you'll get around 15 minutes like yesterday. 15 minutes. Let's start at 8:45.
As a matter of interest, What were you thinking? Which memory did you choose?
It's not happy, exactly. Well, it is. It's the happiest I've ever felt.
Harry Potter.
That's why you're famous. That's why everybody knows your name. You're the boy who lived.
Do you know why I survived, Professor? The night I got this. Because of her. Because she sacrificed herself. Because she refused to step aside. Because her love was more powerful than Voldemort. What if, after everything that I've been through, something's gone wrong inside me? What if I'm becoming bad? One of us is going to have to kill the other. In the end. Facing this stuff in real life is not like school. In school, if you make a mistake, you can just try again tomorrow. But out there, when you're a second away from being murdered or watching a friend die right before your eyes, you don't know what that's like. I tried so hard to help, and all it's done is make things worse.
You're not a bad person.
The more you care, the more you have to lose. Incarcerate! How dare you stand where he stood? Tell them how it happened that night. Fight back! You coward, fight back! Tell them how you looked him in the eye. A man who trusted you and killed him.
He has her eyes. There's a reason he can look into Lord Voldemort's mind. A part of Voldemort lives inside him.
He belongs to the Dark Lord.
So when the time comes, the boy must die.
Expecto Patronum!
Harry, you are so loved. So loved. Harry, Mama loves you. Dada loves you. Harry, be safe.
You have your mother's eyes.
You have fought valiantly, but in vain. I do not wish this. Harry Potter, I now speak directly to you. Look at me. On this night, you have allowed your friends to die for you rather than face me yourself. There is no greater dishonor. Join me in the Forbidden Forest and confront your fate.
I'm sorry. I never wanted any of you to die for me.
Harry, it isn't how you are like. It's how you are not.
Harry Potter, the boy who lived, come to die.
Stay close to me. Come on, Tom. Let's finish this the way we started. Together.
Sweetheart, you're ready. Let go. Let go.
I'm Ron, by the way. Ron Weasley. You're Harry Potter. I'm Hermione Granger.
Harry! You'll stay with me.
Harry!
Until the end.
You're the weak one. And you'll never know love. Or friendship. And I feel sorry for you.
The ones that love us never really leave us.
You've been so brave, sweetheart.
When are you going to get into your head? We're in this together. There are more important things. Friendship and bravery. You're a great wizard. You really are. Harry!
We've got one thing that Voldemort doesn't have. Something worth fighting for.
Harry.
Harry.
Help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who deserve it.
All right. Let's start now. So we have to do simultaneous equation questions. Simultaneous equations. Right. So there's no formula for simultaneous equation. There's just steps. If you remember, just tell me. There are two ways to solve a simultaneous equation. Two methods. What are those? We did yesterday. Exactly. It's elimination and substitution. Elimination and substitution, yes. So a simultaneous equation has two unknowns. Generally, that's x and y. I'm just revising. I'm just giving a recap. Two unknowns, and first we have to check the coefficients. These are the steps for elimination. We have to check if coefficients are equal. And if coefficients are equal, we have to check signs. Let me know. If signs are same, what do we do? If the signs are same, what do we do to the two equations? Yes, exactly. If the signs are same, we subtract. Can you hear me properly? You guys can hear me, right? Yes, okay, good. So if the signs are different, then we have to add the equations. So these are the steps. If you remember this, you can solve any simultaneous equation. So let's jump into the question. It's 2021 models. 2021. Let's see. We have to construct two equations. The first one, let's see. I've told you when solving simultaneous equations, you'll have to read the latter part first, the last part. There they are declaring the variables. See the unknowns. What is x? What is x here in the question? What is x? Number of square tables. Number of square tables. So number of square tables x. And then y is number of round tables. That's why. Right. Now, this is clear. This is given in the question itself. And now they are saying the number of square tables is 45 more than the number of round tables. The number of square tables is 45 more than the number of round tables. Is this understood? Is this understood? I just read the second sentence and I constructed this. Is this clear? The first equation, the number of square tables is 45 more than the number of round tables. Is it clear? It's clear, eh? Good. Okay. Now listen carefully. The second one is pretty tricky. Let's see. They say there are 4 chairs. Read the first sentence. There are 4 chairs around each square table. Like around each square table, there are 4 chairs, and around each round table, there are 5 chairs. Like this. Okay. Now they are talking about the number of chairs. See, the total number of chairs is 720. The total number of chairs is 720. So we know 4 chairs around one table, square table. How many square tables? X. So 4x chairs. Like 4 chairs around one. If there's only one table, that's 4 times 1. But now there are x tables. So the number of chairs is 4 times x, 4x. And similarly, for this 5 chairs and y number of tables, so 5y is 720. This is clear, ne? Is it clear? Good. Charmik is that's correct. Now, so let me know if is it better to do elimination and go, or else we can use direct substitution here. Is it possible? Can we use direct substitution? Good, you have got the answers. Can we use direct substitution? Somebody let me know. Yes, yes, we can. We can use direct substitution because see, they have given a value for x. They have given a value for x in terms of y. So I'm going to replace it here. I'm going to use it to define x. So we'll end up with a simple equation. Right? So I'll erase this. So I'm gonna plug this into here. So I'll write by substituting 1 into, I'm going to substitute 1 into, so I'm going to write this instead of x. So that's 4 times, not x, 4 times 45 plus y plus 5y is 720. Let's see, let's simplify. 4 times 45 is 180 and 4 times y is 4y plus 5y equals 720. See, 4y plus 5y is 9y. Let's move this 180 to this side, which gives us 540, right? 540. 9y is 540. So y is 540 divided by 9. What's 540 divided by 9? It's 60. Is this clear? Is it clear? Good. So we have the value of y. So we can use the value. We can substitute this value in either of these two equations to get the value of x. So which is easier? If this is you doing the question, which will you choose to substitute y? Which equation? First or the second? First one is easier, right? Yes. So I'll write here by substituting the value, by substituting y equals 60 in, substitute it in first one. So I'll directly get the answer. X equals 45 plus 60 by 60. So x equals 105. There are 105 square tables and 60 round tables. Is this understood? So can we use this method in exams by solving it as a simple equation rather than exactly, definitely. You can use this method in the exam, you will get full marks. Alright? It's perfectly alright to use this method rather than making this, like taking this y and eliminating. Correct? We can use direct substitution if it is possible. Karine? I hope everybody is okay with this question. This is clear, eh? So let's move. This is 2021 models. And now we have 2019 O-levels. 2019 O-level. See, this question is about costumes. So, no use of reading the passage first. Read the first Roman number. Unknowns declare. They are declaring unknowns in the question. In the first Roman number. What are the unknowns? X is price of a boy's costume. A boy's costume. And y is price of a girl's costume. They have defined the variables. Now we'll read the passage. The passage is, there are 5 boys and 4 girls in a group of dancers, okay? Sorry, in a certain performance, all the boys wore costumes of the same price and all the girls too wore costumes of the same price. Now they are talking what we need. The price of 2 boys' costumes. The price of 2 boys' costumes. 2 boys' costumes was 100 rupees more, sorry, 1000 rupees more than the price of 3 girls' costumes. Like, you just have to read the equation while writing the terms. The price of 2 boys' costumes was, like, they define equal signs. So the price of 2 boys' costumes was 1000 more than addition the price of 3 girls' costumes. Is this clear? It's clear, right? Yes. Okay. And then they say the cost of all costumes, like the total cost was 14,000. The total cost was 14,000. We know there were 5 boys and 4 girls. The very first line they say 5 boys. So 1 boy spends X rupees. So 5 boys means 5X. And 1 girl spends Y rupees. There are 4 girls. That's 4Y. The equations are clear for everyone? Are the equations clear? Good. So in this case, it's better to use elimination because there's no direct answer for X. There's an answer for 2X. And here we don't have 2X, we have 5X. So that's pretty, like, that's gonna be complicated. So we can use elimination first. In order to use elimination, I'll bring this 3y here. I'll bring this 3y here and write it down, like 2x minus 3y is 1000. Now we have an equation. Right. So now let's use, see, what can we do? The coefficients, let's check the coefficients. Are they equal? Like the x coefficients, are they equal? The x coefficients are not equal. The y coefficients, they are also not equal. So I'm planning to make these two equal. Like I'm planning to eliminate y. Is it okay? Whom shall we eliminate? Let's eliminate y. Let's try to eliminate y. So if I want to eliminate y, I want to make these equal. So see, 4 and 3, the LCM is 12. I can make this 12. Exactly. So I can make these two 12. So I'm going to multiply this equation by 3. 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to multiply the second equation by 3. So the whole equation gets multiplied by 3. 5 times 3 is 15. 4 times 3 is 12. And 14 times 3 is 42,000. This is a fourth equation. Like we are going to get 5 equations here. So that's all right because somehow we'll end up with the answer. Right. So we made this 12. Likewise, we want to multiply this by 4 because I want this to be 12. So I'll have to multiply the equation by 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 1000 times 4 is 4000. I'm getting answers. That's good. Right. Now see, the coefficients became equal. And what about the signs? The signs are different. What shall we do? If signs are different, we are going to add, right? Signs are different, we are going to add. So we are going to add these two. The fourth one and the fifth one. The fourth one and the fifth one will add. See, while adding, at the left side, 15x plus 12y plus 8x minus 12y equals 42,000 plus 4,000, right? See, I wanted to eliminate y, and yes, y gets eliminated. Y gets eliminated. So I'm ending up with 23x is equal to 46,000 here. So 23x is 46,000. I'm going to divide both sides by 23 and x becomes 2,000. See, the price of a boy's costume is 2,000. This question, 2019 question, requires more simplification. See, we derived 5 equations. We have never done that before for any question, right? 5 equations. That's a pretty lengthy question. So we got x. We can substitute x anywhere out of this 5. So I'll choose the first one. I'll do that here. I'll choose the first one and I'll substitute. By substituting x equal 2,000 in the first equation. So x is 2,000. What is 2x? 2x is 4,000. 4,000 is equal to 1,000 plus 3y. Take this 1,000. 3,000 is equals to y. Sorry, 3y. Now y is 1,000. The final answer is price of a boy's costume is 2,000 and the price of a girl's costume is 1,000. Exactly. Boy 2,000 and girl 1,000. Good. Many of you have sent answers. Great. Good. So is this question clear? Yes. Okay. Now that's clear. Let's try the 2018 question. Sorry, yeah, 2018, and then we can move on to quadratic, and that's the end of the session. The 2018. Do you have the question? Like it was in the first tube, the equations tube, yesterday's tube. The question is done, right? Yeah. 2018. Let's do 2018 whatever. Okay, 2018 whatever. This is about a cricket match. See, before looking at the question, let's go to Roman number 1. They say x is the number of sixes, right? Sorry, x is the number of fours. X is the number of fours and y is the number of sixes hit by the winning team. See, now let's read. The number of fours and sixes was 38. So the number of fours and sixes, the total number of fours is x and number of sixes is y. That's 38. The total number of boundaries, 38, like sixes and fours is 38. Is this clear? The first equation, yes. You guys try and derive the second one and send me in the chat. I totally forgot. Today no one had answered the quiz, right? Like you guys had sent answers. Those are wrong. The correct answer is 8 p.m. for the quiz. The correct answer is 8 p.m. Right. Now you can try constructing the second equation. Try and send me. let's see. You guys, yeah, I received the correct answer. Let's see. They say the number of runs. Now they are talking about the number of runs. Let me know. You guys know cricket, right? Like this is basic. How many runs do you get if we score a 6? If 1-6, it's how many runs? 6 runs. Basic, like that's basic general knowledge. Like 6 runs. So if it's 1-6, it's 6 runs. But here's y number of 6s. So 6y. And if it's 1-4, we get 4 runs. The number of 4s are x. 4x plus 6y, that's equal to 176. So this is the second equation. 4x plus 6y, it's 176. This is the second equation. That's clear, right? Like this is like you don't have to know something about cricket to understand this. Like a 6 is 6 runs, right? Yeah, good. Nice. So let's solve. Like if I choose to eliminate x, the coefficients are not same, so I'll have to make the coefficients equal. I'm going to eliminate x. So I'm going to multiply this equation by 4. The first equation gets multiplied by 4. So what is 4 times x? It's 4x plus 4y. What's 4 times 38? 152, is it? 4 times 30 is 120. Yes, 152. 2 equations. So now the x coefficients are equal. What should I do? Should I add or subtract? See, the signs are same. If the signs are same, I must subtract. That's the rule. So the signs are same. I'm going to subtract. I'll do 2 from 3. 2 from 3. The bigger number subtract the small number. 2 from 3. 4x plus 6y minus 4x plus 4y. Don't forget the bracket. 176 minus 152. See, 4x plus 6y minus 4x minus 4y, that's 24. Yes, that's 24. I chose to eliminate x, and yes, x gets eliminated. 6y minus 4y is 2y. 2y is 24. So what is y? Y is 12. Some of you have sent the answers, y is 12, yes. Yeah, sorry, minus 2y? No, it's not minus 2y. 6y minus 4y is 2y plus 2y. Right? 2y is 24 and y is 12. So you can substitute y equals 12 in here. I'll substitute. I'm going to substitute y equals 12 in the first equation. So I'll end up with x plus 12 is 36. So x is 36 minus 12. 38, sorry, 38. 38 minus 12. It is 26. So the number of 4s are 26 and the number of 6s is 12. Exactly. That's correct, sir. So the question isn't over. There's an inequality. Like that's pretty simple. Inequalities are solved the same way we solve simple equations. You know how to solve simple equations, right? So let me know if this is clear. The simultaneous part is clear. Yeah, the simultaneous part is clear. So let's go and solve the inequality. That's not connected to simultaneous equations. Like that's just an inequality. They say if the number of sixes hit by the losing team is A, and A is given by this inequality 2A minus 5 plus 3A is less than or equal to 54. See, I'm going to expand this. The same way we do equations. Let's expand 4A to get distributed. 4A minus 10 plus 3A is less than or equal to 54. Right? So 4A plus 3A is 7A minus 10 is greater than or equal to 54. I'm going to move this 10. 7A is less than or equal to 64. Let's divide. We get A is less than or equal to, there are 9 sevens in 64. So it's going to be something like 9.1. 9.1. It is the question number 3. It's the Roman number 3. Roman number 2 is to solve the equations. So A is less than or equal to 9.1. Like you can't score 9.16s, right? You can't so 9.16s none. When echo 9 sixes, nothing 10 sixes, m. It must be an integer. So what's the number of sixes? The number of sixes must be less than 9.1 and it must be an integer. What is it? The number of sixes are, the maximum number of sixes is 9. Is it clear? Is it clear? Good. Okay. So this is the end of simultaneous equation. You can try doing more past papers like from 2015, old syllabus, that doesn't matter. Correct? You can try doing. And let's go to quadratic equations and finish the session. Correct? Let's go to quadratic equation and let's finish. That's it. Quadratic, and we are done. So before doing quadratic, let me know the 2 ways to solve a quadratic equation. We learned yesterday. 2 ways. There are 2 ways. What are the 2 ways? Yes, the first one is completing the square. Completing the square. And the second one is the quadratic formula, exactly. The second one is the quadratic formula. I'll write the formula real quick here. Give me a minute. The quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this is the quadratic formula. And the completing square method we studied yesterday. We'll apply completing square for today's questions and you will get a recap there. Right? Let's see. 2018, or else let's do 2020 first. Let's come to 2020 O levels. Quadratic equations. See, the figure shows a lamina in the shape of a trapezium with its measurements. If the area is 20, they are giving the area. The area of the trapezium is 20 square meters. Area is 20 square meters. Right. let me know the area of a trapezium in the chat. Real quick. How to find the area of a trapezium? What's the formula? I'll give you time to type it. Like it takes some time. What's the formula for the area of a trapezium? Exactly. Exactly. Area of a trapezium is given by half into a plus b into the perpendicular height. Like this is the perpendicular height, and a and b are the two parallel side lengths. These two. This is a and b. Half into a plus b into height. Exactly. Right. So let's see. Let's substitute the area. Area is half into a plus b. Here a is x plus 3 and b is x plus 5. X plus 3 plus x plus 5. A plus b. Hurry. Into height. The height is x. That is equals to 20. That's equal to 20. Let's see. Hurry. Tangala make solve karo. Like simplify this bracket. That's easy. Simplify the bracket. Half into yes 2x plus x plus x is 2x and it's 8 into x equals 20. So in order to eliminate this half, I'm going to take this half to the other side. Like the 2 gets multiplied. I multiply the 2. I multiply them. Then 2x plus 8 into x becomes 40. Is this clear? Is it clear? Like what I did is I didn't want this 2 in the denominator, so I took it to the other side. What's the opposite of division? Like the 2 has been divided, so I took it to the other side. It's multiplication. Now, if you didn't understand that, like this is what I did actually. I multiplied both sides with 2, so this cancels. So we are only left with 2x plus 8 into x. Here it's 40. Is it clear now? Yes. Good. So let's expand 2x square. Like x gets distributed. 2x square plus 8x equals 40. So in the question, like in the answer they have given, there's no 2x, there's only x. So we can divide the whole equation by 2. You look at the answer and you do the question. So you divide it, x squared plus 4x equals 20. So that's x squared plus 4x minus 20 equals 0. That's the equation they need. Is this understood? Clear? Yes. Okay. Now read the question. Find the perpendicular distance between the two parallel sides. Let me know what is the perpendicular distance here. What's the expression for the perpendicular distance in this figure? What is it? Good. You have got answers. Good. So the perpendicular distance is x, ne? The perpendicular distance is x. Yes. So we have to find x. In order to find x, we have to use either of these methods, completing the square or else the quadratic formula. Now I'm going to do completing square. You can do it with me. Like if you were present yesterday, you'll be able to do this. Correct? Like we studied a method on how to do it easily. If not, you can watch the recording later and it will clear things up. X square plus 4x minus 20 is 0. See, I'm going to write like the first step of doing completing square is I'm writing x here and I'm putting half of this. What's half of the coefficient? What's half of it? Half of it is 2 exactly. 2, and I'm going to close it with the square. What could be the sign here? no matter what the question is, the sign would be always, yes, the sign would be always negative. Great. And then the square of this. The square of 2 is 4, and you write the rest. Minus 20 equals 0. So this is the step for completing the square. Okay? So this is completing the square. This is it. So we'll have to simplify. See, x plus 2 square minus 20 minus 4 is minus 24. Minus 24 is 0. X plus 2 square, that is 24. And we'll end up with x plus 2 being plus or minus root 24. So x is, I'll take this, minus 2 plus or minus root 24. Now root 24 is an unknown value. Root 24 is unknown. Have they given root 24 in the question? Like the value of root 24, have they given that? No, no. They haven't given the value of root 24, but they have given the value of x, sorry, 6, root 6. So root 6 is given. This is an entire surd. So we'll have to make this a surd. See, root 24. 24 is 4 times 6. So I looked at the 6 and I thought of dividing the factors by 6. Minus 2 plus or minus. See, root 4. What is root 4? What is the square root of 4? The square root of 4 is, yes, 2. So now we have root 6. Root 6 is given in the question. Root 6 is 2.45. They are given root 6 to be 2.45. Now we can substitute and get the value of x. See, when substituting, there is a complication. Like x gets two values. X can be minus 2 plus 2 root 6, or else x can be minus 2 minus 2 root 6. Which answer will you take as true? Like which is the false answer? The negative one or the positive one? Which is false? The false answer is, yes, the false answer is the negative one, because a length cannot be negative. This is a negative number. Minus 2 minus 2 roots. This is negative. This cannot happen. A length can never be negative. So this is the answer. Minus 2 plus 2 root 6 is here. 2.45. So minus 2 plus 4.9. 4.9, yes. 4.9. So what is minus 2 plus 4.9? It's 2.9. This is the value of x. This is the perpendicular height. Let me draw the trapezium again. A, B, C, D is cos x. This is the value of x. We have found the perpendicular height. This is clear. This must be clear if this is clear. Right? Just simplifications, additions and subtractions. Good. Right. So we got the x value. That's not the only thing they asked. What do they ask again? They ask us to show that this distance, this x, this is less than half the length of AB. What is AB in terms of x? Let me know AB. Question again, you know. What is AB? AB is, yes, x plus 3. AB is x plus 3. So let's see whether this is true or not. AB is x plus 3. We need half of AB. Half of x plus 3. So this is x. Half of 2.9 plus 3. You have to check the value of this. And if this is greater than this, then our answer is correct. Right? Let's see. Half 2.9 plus 3 is 5.9. So the answer 5.9 divided by 2 is 2.95. That's 2.95. So this is half of AB. See, 2.95 is greater than x. Therefore, half of AB is greater than x, or else x is less than half of AB. We have proved it. 2.95, yes. It's not 2.59, it's 2.95, yes. So, we have 2 more questions to finish the session. Let's do those questions and let's end. Look at the 2018 question. 2018. See? The 2018 question is about a rectangle. 2018 all level. So almost all quadratic questions are based on shapes. So you will definitely have to remember the areas of them. Mainly the areas. Area of a sector, area of a circle, area of a trapezium. Right? Those you need to remember. Right. So they are telling something about the sum of lengths. The sum of lengths of 2 adjacent sides. What are adjacent sides? For example, if I took this side, the adjacent side is this or else this. Like I name the sides A, B, C, D. So B and D are opposite sides. Adjacent sides are A, B, C, D, C, D. Likewise, A, D. These are adjacent sides. The sides nearby. Right? Adjacent sides. So they say the sum of the adjacent sides is 16. For example, this side plus this side. The sum of these lengths is 16. That's what they say. And the length of a diagonal, you know what a diagonal is, right? This is a diagonal. The line joining 2 opposite vertices. So this is the diagonal. That's 14 centimeters. This is 14 and the sum of this is 16. Right? And they say, show that when the breadth of the rectangle is taken as x, you have to take the breadth as x. I'll take this as x. Now let me know in terms of x, what is this length? Quick, let me know. What is this length? The sum is 16. So what would be this length in terms of x? What would it be? Yes, good. Exactly, correct. Many of you are answering, yes, that's correct. Like this is x, the sum is 16, so this must definitely be 16 minus x, right? The sum is 16. For example, if this is 4, this must be 12. 16 minus 4. Likewise, if this is x, this length is 16 minus x, right? Now let's see. Show that, okay, when the breadth is taken as x, it satisfies the quadratic equation. They have given you a quadratic equation. Before taking the quadratic equation, see, this is a rectangle. So how do we, like, they have given us nothing about the area and stuff. So what do we use to generate the quadratic equation? Which formula? Like, we can't use the area. We know nothing of the area. Right? We only know the values of the sides. So what do? Does it hit you? Does it ring any bells? See? What do? Exactly. We use the Pythagorean theorem. use the Pythagoras theorem. See, this is a right angle triangle. So this is the hypotenuse. Ne? We can use the Pythagoras theorem. According to the Pythagoras theorem, the Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of the remaining sides, the sum of the squares of the remaining sides. This is clear. Now let me know the square of 14. What's the square of 14? Quick. 14 squared is, yes, 14 squared is 196. 14 squared is 196. Expand this quickly. 16 minus x to the power 2. Expand this. 16 minus x squared.
X squared minus 32x plus
Sorry. Oh. Good. So 256, exactly 256 minus 32x plus x squared plus x squared. Good. Good. Now let's simplify. 196 equals 256 minus 32x plus 2x squared. Now I'll bring this 196 to this side to make one side 0. We'll definitely have to make one side 0. I'll write this term in front, 2x squared minus 32x. It's 256 minus 196. Minus 196. Good. Right now, see, 2x squared minus 32x. What is 256 minus 196? It's 0, 16. Eh? 60. Minus 32x is taken by, like, the expansion of this. 16 minus x squared is the square of this term and the square of this term. In the middle, you get the product of these. You get 16x into 2. This is the rule. Like while expanding a square, sum, like square of a difference or square of a sum, you get the middle term as 2 times these two. So 2 times 16 is 32x. Okay? This is binomial expressions. Okay? So now, is this the equation given in the question? Is this it? No. So what do we have to do? It's visible. What do we have to do? Exactly, divide it by 12. Sorry, 2. I'm going to divide the whole equation by 2. I can do that. 0 x squared minus 16x, 32 divided by 2 is 16, and 30. See, x squared minus 16x plus 30 is equal to 0. Is the derivation understood? Is it clear? Sure. It's clear, eh? Now, we'll have to use either the quadratic formula or completing the square to solve this. I prefer completing the square, like the leading coefficient is 1, so it's better to use the completing square method. So let's proceed. Let's proceed with completing the square. This is the equation. X square minus 16x plus 30 is equal to 0. I'm going to complete the square. it is x squared minus, see what is half of 16? Half of 16 is half of 16 is 8 ne? Minus 8x, sorry, I'm just writing x minus 8 square, right? Rule of completing squares, I'm going to decrease the power and then I'm going to do half of it. This sign is going to be minus always, and the square of 8. The square of 8 is 64. I'll write the rest. See, x minus 8 square. Let's simplify this. We'll end up with minus 24. Ne? Minus 24 equals 0. Is it minus 24? It's minus 34, I guess. Yes, it's minus 34. So x minus 8 square is 34. Then x minus 8 is plus or minus the square root of 34. X is 8 plus or minus the root of 34. Is this clear? The simplifications, how about it? Clear? See, and they have given the root of 34. Root 34 is equal to, they say, 5.83. They say the root of 34 is 5.83. So I'm going to get both answers for x. 8 plus 34 is 5.83. And the next one, x equals 8 minus 5.83. I'm going to simplify. I'll end up with 13.83. And here it's 7, 1, 3. 3.17. Sorry, 2.17. 2.17. Like we have got two answers and both are positive. So we cannot say this is false or this is false. So why have we got two answers? What's the reason? Can anybody tell me? Like both answers are correct. What's the reason? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, that's a quadratic equation. Therefore, we always get two answers. And then, like in the previous question, we could cancel one answer because that was negative. But here, that's not negative. Like the negative answer is also positive. The negative x 8 minus root 32 is also a positive value. This can also be a length. This can also be a length. So why are there two answers? What would be the reason? What could be the reason? Depends on the question. Yes, it depends on the question. According to this question, why is it? Why have we received two answers? Because we are talking two stuff. The length and breadth both are unknown. Both are in terms of x. So one is the length and the other is the breadth. Correct? So like one is the length and the other is the breadth. 16 minus x, like you can write, if you plug this into here, you'll end up with this value. If you plug this into here, you'll end up with this value. So one is the length, one is the breadth. You can choose either. I'll write length equals 2.17, breadth equals 13.83. Is that clear? You can write either way. Exactly. We need to find the breadth and length. Therefore, we got two answers. Is that clear? Good. So we are going to do the final question for today. That's the one, yes. Okay, clear, good. The final question is, I guess 2000 and, wait, let me see. It's 2017 or whatever. Have you got the question? 2017, it was in the yesterday's tube, or else you can refer to a past paper book. 2017 or whatever. Yes, 2017. Good. So let's try. The two plane figures shown below respectively are half of a circle and quarter of a circle. This is half of a circle, the radius is x, and this is quarter of a circle, the radius is x plus 2. See? And they say the areas of the two plane figures are equal. So they are talking something about the area. We know what to do, right? What's the area of a circle? Let me know. The area of a circle. What's the formula? Area of the circle is, yes, pi r square. The area is pi r square. Right? Now we are talking half circles and quarter circles. Huh? Half circles and quarter circles. They say, I'll name this one A and this one B. They say the area of A is equal to area of B. So this is a half circle. So I'll do half into pi r square. The radius here is x. So pi x square. Is it clear? Is this clear? What I just wrote, is it clear? Area of the semicircle. Area of the semicircle, yes, okay. Area of the semicircle is equal to the area of the quarter circle. So quarter is 1/4 pi r square, but the radius is not x now, it's x plus 2. X plus 2 square. Plus 2 square. Let's see what happens. See, don't try and substitute 22/7 here. Further, we can clearly see that pi gets cancelled in. Pi gets cancelled because we can divide both sides by pi and it gets cancelled. So don't just try and substitute 22/7. It's not going to do any good. Now, and also we don't like denominators in the equations. We don't have to have denominators. So I'm going to multiply both sides by the biggest possible number. The biggest number is 4. I'll multiply both sides by 4. 4 to 4 cancels. And here it's 1 times 2, 2 times 2. So finally I'm left with 2 into x square, that is equal to x plus 2 square. 2 times x square is equal to x plus 2 square. Good. Now we'll have to expand the brackets and simplify. Let me know in the chat if this is clear. While I'm expanding, let me know. I'll expand this x square plus 4x plus 4, and then I'll take all these terms to that side. So 2x square minus x square minus 4x minus 4. So this is x square minus 4x minus 4. Clear? Good. Finally, we just have to, like, we ended up with the equation they have given. They have given that equation, x square minus 4x minus 2. I hope so. They haven't given an equation. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we are correct. Let's solve, and if we get the need of root 2, then we are correct, because they have given us root 2. If we find root 2 in some way of the equation, then we are correct. Let's see. Completing the square for this equation. Let's do completing square. X square minus 4x minus 4 is equal to 0. Completing the square, x minus half of this is 2 square minus, it's always minus, and the square of 2 is 4 minus the resting 4. X minus 2 square minus 8 is 0. X minus 2 square is 8 and x minus 2 is plus or minus root 8. So, like, we didn't get root 2. So, are we wrong? Like, root 2 are in we have get root 8. So, are we wrong? Yeah, where is it? No, because root 8 is a third. Ne? Root 8 is a third, entire third. So we can make it a third by doing the following technique. X minus 2 is plus or minus square root. 8 is, I need root 2, so I'm going to divide it by 2, 2 times 4. Now I'll end up with x minus 2 is, I'll take 4 outside, it becomes 4 becomes 2 root. Now we are good to go. X is 2, like this becomes plus 2, 2 plus or minus 2 root. There's many 2's here. We have root 2 and we have the value of root 2. The value of root 2 is 1.41. So we are almost finished. We need the value of x correct to the first decimal place. So what would be the answer? The positive one or the negative one? The positive one or the negative one? What would be the correct answer? Positive one, exactly. Because like this is a greater number. Like root 2 is bigger than 2. So if we minus 2 root 2 from 2, we are going to end up with a negative answer. So let's move on to this side. 2 plus 2 root 2, 2 times 1.41. It's 2 plus 2 times 1.41 is 2.82. So the addition is 4.82. They need the answer to the first decimal place. So it is 4.8 units. Like it's not in meters or centimeters, right? It's not in, yeah, it's in units. So the answer is 4.8 units. They need the first decimal place. We can't round this up to 5. They need the first decimal. Yes, exactly. Good. I hope you guys got something from the session. Let's end the session. And like, if you had any doubts, request me the recordings. So you can send the questions personally. So that's it for today, guys. God bless you.